Hello and welcome back to the Hood Rich Chronicles, baby. So let's talk about some solutions. We've identified problems. We've identified the duelist slop era. So, people in my ear like, well, Q, what do you think that we should do about, solving it? And I have quite a few suggestions, honestly. And I just recently wrote on the Marvel Rivals Facebook group. I wrote on the wall when somebody was talking about, he said the worst thing about the scoreboard for tanks is that it doesn't really show everything that you're doing on there. Like, it'll show that you have like 1 to 4, but you're doing something beneficial for the team. And I'm gonna be honest, this is my biggest solution that can help save this game. Rework the Vanguard role. You heard me. Rework the Vanguard role. Now, hear me out before y'all come for me in the comments. Hold on. What I mean by rework the role, I mean more or less like along the lines of like Vanguard should be all about taking space, making space, and defending space. So why is it that their movement based abilities don't hit multiple targets? The only one technically that does is the Thing, and that's like, his ultimate. Or, when he pounds the ground, that's an AoE. I'm like, okay, well, why aren't more Vanguards like that? Why is it like Emma's kick in diamond form? Why can't that hit multiple targets and push them all back? Okay, why is it when she chokeslams somebody, why can't there be a shockwave that knocks people back? Let's talk about Thor. When Thor, flies with his hammer and that can knock a person back, why can't that knock back multiple targets? If you add more dynamic effect to their abilities, it's just this is an opinion now. Everybody has opinions like Miles. We all got them, okay? But Vanguards, in my opinion, should be a more frightening presence on the field. Like, oh god, this fool's gonna push me off the map. Yes, and you should be scared that he'll push you off the map. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. Kind of like Angela. She's a flying Vanguard, okay, and she can only like push one person. I'm like, why not a line of people? Why not, if she catches like 2 or 3 people in that same spot, she could push them all off the map? Things like that would make the role not only more fun and engaging for the Vanguard player, but it also brings in a dynamic, an element of, oh crap, there's Angela. Oh, we gotta take her out quick, because if not, she's gonna push a couple people off the map. Oh crap, there goes Thor. He's gonna get into that lightning realm and he's gonna start hitting everybody that's around him. I honestly believe Vanguards just need to be buffed. They just need to be buffed to the point where, not like raid bosses, no, but I'm saying like you should feel their presence on the field the moment somebody picks a Vanguard, straight up. And I am more of a flex player with, like, I lean towards strats usually, but I like picking up Vanguards every day now, and I really love playing them. I've learned how to play Thor, I've learned how to play Penny Parker, Dr.Strange, Mag, and I just, every time I look at the role, I'm like, it's missing something. And you know what it is? Presence. It doesn't have presence. Vanguards don't have presence. And I'm like, why don't they? They are some of the coolest, archetypes in this game by their role. But I'm like, why, if they're all about making space, well, why is it nobody's really playing them? And I realize it's because duelist characters have the most impact on the game based on their role and based off of the contributions. It's basically low effort, high reward. Okay, and I'm like, okay, well, if you get that for killing people and you get to express your character expression through, getting KOs, and then like if strategists have this skill expression between not just healing but how they support the team, okay, then why can't Vanguards be that frightening presence about making everything about space? And that's my question. Why is it Vanguards don't take up more space? Make them all about space. If that's their thing, give it to them. So I'm looking at Nettie's like, well, baby, all you got to do is just, let them rework the role. You want more people in the role, stop catering to one role and start actually balancing around the roles. And when you start balancing around the roles, that's when you're going to get more people playing the roles. but maybe I'm just talking nonsense. Maybe I'm talking out of my ear. It's a suggestion because honestly, let's just be honest here. A lot of people look at that roster, and the first thing they do, they scroll down and go to the duelist roster, or they'll hit their favorites tab to hit their favorite characters, and there may be 1 or 2 Vanguards on that roster, if that. Bring back double Vanguards. Hell, bring back 3 Vanguards. People should want to play Vanguards. And what I'm seeing here is the role is just being neglected over and over again. It's like you're neglecting the role. You're giving them a bunch of brawl off tanks. You're not giving them more shield tanks. Okay, you literally have Strange. Okay, Dr. Strange, Magneto, and Emma. So you're basically, your shield tank stopped in season 2. Make it make sense. Like, what? Meanwhile, you have every which way a Sunday when it comes to the different types of duelists. Oh, would you like a dive duelist? Would you like a range duelist? Would you like the poke slot? Would you like it's here we go. And that's the thing that just cracks me up about the entire thing, is that you go this far, NetEase, for duelists and a little expression for like strategists. It seems like duelist gets way too much of the sauce, and baby, it's time for you to duelist got enough sauce, baby. It's time for you to get the rest of the pie. It's time for you to season the rest of the pizza. Okay, like it's time for you to like look at the other role. Other roles, and start really looking at these roles for what they are. There's 3 roles in this game. They should all have an impact. Right now, from what I'm seeing, between duelists and strategists having the most impact, I just feel like Vanguards are just left behind. And this is the reason why people don't play the role. This is why you have somebody lock in Magic, lock in Cyclops, lock in, Scarlet Witch even. And that's another thing too, is Thing is a great beginner like Vanguard, but I'm like, why don't we have more beginner Vanguards? Where's Juggernaut? Where's Sabretooth? Where are the villains? So I'm just throwing these things out there because I really feel like the game is in a good spot to be able to make more money and bring in more players. But you see that NetEase just keeps, throwing seasoning on duelists, and I'm like, that's all well and good, baby, but there's 2 other roles in this game. Why aren't you balancing that out? Why aren't you making it more attractive? Oh, a lot of people came to the game when Emma came out. Yeah, she came out with them jiggle physics. Okay, her trailer was hot. Everybody was on Emma, and I ain't gonna lie, she was broken as hell when she came out. Emma was so broken when she came out, but that's how that should be. And people were crying and screaming about, oh my God, Emma. I'm like, yeah, but you allow Black Cat to go how long before getting nerfed? You allow Elsa to go how long before getting nerfed? Yeah, drink some, shut the hell up, okay? Let the Vanguards be Vanguards. Let them make space. Not only let them make space, but let them be the ones to decide the flow of a battle. Let them do that through making space. Let us have more shield tanks, or tanks that are able to absorb more damage, or let's say a damage nullification. And for the love of God, you did not have to nerf Devil Dinosaur that hard, y'all. Oh, he's just ridiculous. Do you know how hard it is to keep a target that large topped off when he has 1 shield on a 15-second cooldown? You don't know, because you're over here, oh my God, Big Dino, kill it, as a duelist player. And that's the thing I'm talking about. It's like, it's so many players in this game, and you can tell that they're duelist mains because of the way they complain. Because any flex player that has played all 3 roles will go, they probably did this because of this, or they probably did that because of that. See, there's a whole different opinion when you actually play the other roles. But in order to get people to play those other roles, you got to make the roles more enchanting. You got to make it more enticing. And right now, baby, like, when people are like, can you switch to mag? No, duelist, fuck you. You will get this store and you will like it. Okay, I'm not here to serve you. And that's another thing. Placating the duelist egos has led to the people asking the other 2 roles to be the whichever one they want or prefer. And you don't see that with the duelist side. Strange how that works, right? Like, you'll get in lobbies, I'll get in lobbies as an Ultron main, and they be like, can we get like Invis or no? Can you not like try to like 1 versus 6 and learn how to hide behind walls so that drone can actually heal you? Can you stop being stupid? Can you stop doing, you know, the banging your head against a wall because you want to play a certain way? No, dog. We're not here for your mindless freaking ego MVP farm. We're not here for that. We're here to win a game. We're here to win an objective. We're here to get these points. Get these points, these parents. Okay, get these parents for competitive. Okay, nobody wants to play Vanguard right now. It's a miserable experience. So why not rework the role? Rework the role to make and take space and let them hit multiple targets at once. Let it be a frightening thing on the battlefield. I mean, come on, dog. In Norse mythology, Thor was a terror to fight against in the battlefield. In the MCU, you saw how he fought when he finally had Mjolnir back. He was taking out legions of people. Give me that. Let me have that. Behold the God of Thunder. Yeah, that should be an auto stun as soon as he hits it. Whoever he was near, stunned them. And the reason why I'm saying this is because right now, as it stands, these Vanguards are a joke, baby. They are. It's like you're struggling to go against duelist mains who can literally like do insane amount of damage, but they never want to talk about that. Oh, the healers, oh, triple support. But you never want to talk about how high your damage is, though. Meanwhile, you're making these pop-up videos for MVP off of your highlight reel, and you're doing all this video editing with all these trap house music in the background and stuff, talking about how cool you got that headshot. So that's okay, but God forbid we actually heal against that insane damage, right? Miss me with that nonsense. Anyway, but the point still stands. The point still stands. I still believe firmly in my heart of hearts the Vanguard role needs a buff. It needs a rework. It needs a serious rework, and it needs more Vanguards. We don't need duelists. Guang, pause on the duelists. Okay? At least for another year. And yes, you heard me. I said it, a year. We need a year away from all this nonsense. A year away from, oh my God, more duelists, insta-lock, duelist slot. No. Rework the Vanguard role and you'll get the players. I'm telling you. Every time they release a Vanguard that makes an impact, notice how everybody wants to get on Vanguard. That's what we're talking about. So just shine some love, baby. We just asking you to shine some love in the other roles, Natties. That's it. But this has been Hood Rich, and I'll catch y'all on the flip.